Are we back?
We're back.
I didn't have time to change my clothes or anything.
I didn't even get a chance to clear my throat.
Hi, beautiful family. Thank you for joining us again.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah. So you're up to, or we're up to review lesson 113.
Yes.
Sis, you're going to
I'm
read?
gonna get it. Yep, here we go. For morning and evening review. I am one self. I am one self, united with my creator. Serenity and perfect peace are mine because I am one self, completely whole, at one with all creation and with God.
Mm.
Whew, boy, there goes separation, there goes division, there goes judgment, there goes opposition. I mean,
There
this is
goes,
so
yep.
big.
There goes feelings of lack or scarcity.
Mm.
There goes feeling physical pain.
There goes the
There
basics of
goes
fear.
the fear of disease.
Mhm.
What else? Fear of conflict.
Fear itself cannot exist in one perfect whole that is loving at its, the substance. So one self obliterates the idea of a mythical separate me. I am one whole self, capital S, completely whole, at one with all creation and with God. So, what's true of God is true of our true identity, the holy self, that one self that we all share because it's completely whole. Nobody is omitted from it. So, to really accept, to deeply accept these truths, these facts, is accepting the atonement. This is an affirmation of the atonement. I am one self, united with all creation and with God.
So as we say this,
Hmm.
and we request a felt experience of this, and we breathe this in, can you feel that sense of peace? That sense of security? That sense of completion and belonging?
You can feel where fear enters in when all of a sudden, instead of being at one with God and with all of creation, it's like everything falls away and all of a sudden it's just me and I'm exposed now. It's like in that sense of being paired off, fear arises, at that same moment. I'm just having this feeling sense of that, and how impossible fear is when the felt state, like you're pointing to, of our union with all life, with all creation. Everything's you. Everything's a part of you. There's no attack in one whole.
There's no sense of threat.
Mm-hmm. Right.
That's the atonement, like you said,
Mm-hmm.
right there. The atonement is a correction of fear in our mind, right? One instant of the peace of God, and it's done. But boy, oh boy, does the ego resist that,
Yeah.
rejects it outright. That's why we need these lessons.
Yeah, a mind without any judgment and just allowing God to be God. I'm just feeling myself like the expansiveness of, way past mythical me, and just letting what I am merge with everything that's true that exists, having a sense of felt state of wholeness. Yeah, let's really reach today with this to get to the felt state instead of reiterating words. Let's really ask. We're joining with you in that intention to move beyond words and to have a felt experience of what this lesson invites us to feel.
Because when we go there and we breathe that in and we really, really anchor that, what happens is we realize we have no problems. And that's the truth. There are no problems.
Yeah.
Right? And the second that we really, really accept that truth with conviction is the moment that we are aware that we are God's will. We're not mythical me, a will apart from God anymore. We are God's will. And in that knowing, that felt state of being oneself united with our Creator, all problems disappear, because we've accepted the one answer,
right,
which is the atonement in that moment.
That's it.
And it'd be beautiful to live each hour of the day knowing that, in that felt state. Watch for an avalanche of miracles. Watch for it.
Thank you.
So the party starts now, sis.
For real. I just felt your conviction in what you just shared, and it went right in.
God, yeah. Thank you. Good. Okay, where are we up to?
Oh, our sister Nouk's on fire. You can just ride on the wave of her conviction.
It's okay.
Next one. Ooh, here we go. Salvation comes from my one self. Notice salvation doesn't come from mythical me. Try as I may. Salvation comes from my one self. From my one self, whose knowledge still remains within my mind, I see God's perfect plan for my salvation perfectly fulfilled. I'm going to say that again. From my one self, whose knowledge still remains within my mind, I see God's perfect plan for my salvation perfectly fulfilled.
Can you feel that?
Oh, yeah.
Right? Because he's saying here, from my one self, whose knowledge still remains within my mind. Okay, there it is. We have it all.
Yes.
We don't have to wait on the illusion of time to bring it to us. It's right here, right now. It's an unveiling. That's all it is. It's an unveiling.
It's already perfectly fulfilled. And that's why we're only asked to accept the atonement. We're not asked to make the atonement or make the truth be true. It's already right here, already perfectly completed. And the knowledge of that is still in our mind. Now we need to just accept this, accept that it comes from the one self. While we want mythical me, we won't have salvation. But when we are willing to forgive that thought, that misconception about what we are, and accept the one self, completely whole, at one with all creation and with God, that's our salvation already perfectly fulfilled. So there's no privatized prayers, there's no self-seeking, there's no private atonement. It's when I'm willing to take my place in God's creation as it truly is and recognize my one self as shared with all of life, all of creation, every brother, and all glory to God. That's when I will experience that which is already perfectly fulfilled right here at hand. And nothing's lacking in that.
The second part, thanks, sis. He says here, I see God's perfect plan for my salvation perfectly fulfilled. That's a big statement. Perfectly fulfilled.
Yes.
I see it. Beautiful.
Recognize it and experience it. Oh, beautiful. Thank you. Thank you. On the hour, I am one self united with my Creator. On the half hour, salvation comes from my one self. And that's another one that the ego could try and hijack to say, well, salvation may come from your one self, but your salvation also comes from your job or your relationship or your body or whatever, right?
From sex.
From sex, sure.
Or food.
Yes.
Chocolate.
Okay.
My salvation comes from chocolate and broccoli. Not together at the same time.
Yes. Mine's a latte. Okay. On the half hour, salvation comes only from my one self. Okay. Don't forget the only. Thanks, guys.
Yeah.
Anything else?
Thank you.
It's a really big.
Thank you very much. We'll wrap this one up.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.